Yeah.
A lot of talk about making baseball cool again, for what it's worth. Uh, One of the ways I think they can do that is to really market the players instead of the game.
Something that is executed flawlessly in other leagues.
Right.
Like I know you think it's executed perfectly.
I wouldn't say perfectly, but we'll get into that in a sec. What happens with players with big personalities in baseball a lot is the personalities come out and they get crapped on.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't step outside the game.
Right, exactly. When
Yeah.
they start to get bigger than the game, then people start to pile on them. You think about the most obvious examples, Yasiel Puig,
Yeah.
Niger Morgan, and his alter ego kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He got crapped on. This happens not just in Major League Baseball. You think most obvious examples in other sports, PK Subban, hockey player with personality, and steps outside the game and he gets crapped on.
Yeah, he gets crapped on a lot for really stupid things too. Like,
for being a cool guy.
he was making comments about how he was chilling at Wimbledon, and people were like, "Oh, focus on hockey."
For being a cool guy, he gets crapped on.
No.
You know, the NBA markets these personalities.
And
Right.
it works really well.
That's why the NBA is growing. They do it better than everybody else, including the NFL. The NFL is trying to turn it around with they're allowed to celebrate touchdowns now.
Mm-hmm.
They're allowed to show emotion like humans instead of making them football robots.
The only player that I've ever seen not celebrate touchdowns is Barry Sanders. And that was like almost a celebration in itself.
Right. If you market players, you make it cool for casual fans, right? The NBA is growing
Right.
not because more basketball junkies are watching it. Basketball junkies are going to watch. People that don't really care about basketball, but they want to see Steph Curry go crazy. And they want to see Russell Westbrook get mad at the rim. And they want to see Westbrook and Durant fight each other on the court.
Right.
Right? That's what the NBA is doing. And you do have to balance that because some of those things is what drives me a little crazy about the NBA. And I think that's why I prefer college basketball a little bit more, because it is more about the game and the atmospheres than it is about individual players and what they're doing off the court. But you do definitely have to find that balance because revenue is important, growing your fan base is important.
Sure.
Yeah, and baseball is currently not doing anything to draw those personalities out and to create more interest in the game. 'Cause the game by itself is
Not great. In my opinion.
it's not interesting to an average
Right.
person on the street
Not great enough
at the moment. No,
Not great enough to pull anyone in by itself.
right. Most people, I think, wouldn't watch just a random high school baseball game in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right?
I think a lot of people would watch a random football game. Football's
They
fun to
would.
watch.
Football doesn't need to market personalities as much.
Right.
Right?
And that's one of the reasons why it generates more revenue per
Yeah.
game than any other sport.
Yeah, you do have to keep some of what's special for
Yeah.
the purists, for the real fans,
Mm-hmm.
per se. But with that said, who is the coolest baseball player, and like who do you think should be the face of Major League Baseball?
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge
Hands
is the
down.
coolest baseball player.
I think Aaron Judge is the most marketable player right now. He's in a massive media market. New York.
New York.
Legendary franchise.
The Judge.
The Judge. Great nickname, great name. And the way he plays is exciting because he just smacks the hell out of the ball. He just smacks it. He sends it flying through the air. That's what people want to see. People don't care if the ball is juiced or not.
Yeah.
People don't care if he's on steroids or not.
Well,
He's not.
Statisticians do.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Point is, this guy, I mean, I also care if he's on steroids.
Yeah.
That was a joke. That was a joke. And I don't know if he is on steroids. Literally no proof. I just was making a joke. But
I mean, he's 6'7", 280 pounds, right?
right.
He's just a monster.
He's just a monster.
Yeah, he's just a monster.
He's a freak of nature athletically. He's such a fun player to watch, and being in the environment and being the slugger he is, he's the perfect player. And he's young.
He's young.
He's so young.
He's young.
If they slap his face on every MLB thing, it'll be on there for 10, 12 years.
So,
Like,
even though he's not like a top 10 player yet, he's still a rookie.
mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Mike Trout is indisputably the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's not the face of the MLB right now.
Right.
Right. And I don't think he should be, because as good as Mike Trout is, he's playing for the Angels right now, and nobody wants to put themselves through watching the Angels just so they can watch Mike Trout. I think the face, and maybe he is the face of it right now, I think it's Bryce Harper.
That's a fair assertion.
Bryce Harper's just cool, dude.
He's a cool guy.
He's just cool.
He speaks his mind.
Yeah.
He's
got personality.
He's got personality.
And that's why I like him.
He's also got charisma, too. If you watch him in interviews, he's very, he knows what he's going to say.
And he's a superstar.
Yeah.
He's definitely a top 10 player, maybe top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd put him top 5.
He's got the whole package in terms of someone you want to, be the most marketable player in the game. No, I don't think he is. I think Aaron Judge is more marketable because I love what he's doing as a rookie. But,
see, what Bryce Harper needs now, though, is he needs to win. Right.
He's not a winner.
Major League Baseball needs Bryce Harper to win. You think they should rig it?
Like the NBA? No. You think they should rig it? No, they shouldn't rig it. Can't compromise the integrity of the game like that.
No, but definitely the people that are in charge of Major League Baseball's finances wouldn't have a problem with.
No, they wouldn't have a problem with Bryce Harper
winning a World Series. He's been the face of it. He's definitely the coolest player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Joe Cool.
There's just something about a big dude, long hair, got an arm sleeve on his offhand, just jacking the ball up there.
Yeah.
I like Giancarlo Stanton too, but he's fallen off a little bit.
I feel like Bryce Harper is like the guy in the back of the 40s style theme bar who, is standing by the jukebox and he hits it with his shoulder and then it starts playing.
What about Chris Bryant? What do you think about Chris Bryant being the face of the MLB?
I don't love Chris Bryant.
You don't?
No, I just really.
He just doesn't. He's a great player. He doesn't.
It's hard. But
it doesn't stand out to me in
we're saying all this
the way
stuff.
Bryce Harper does.
We're saying all this stuff about how some players don't stand out. I feel like Bryce Harper stands out because he's like the only player speaking out against this type of culture that's been fostered. This culture of don't stand out.
That's a really good point.
It's hard for players to feel comfortable being themselves and standing out.
That's a good
point.
In
the media.
Yeah.
Like maybe we don't know any of these players' actual personalities. Maybe they're all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
The only one we really know is Bryce Harper. We know he's brash. We know he's willing to say whatever he wants to say, which is, people love the anti-establishment guy. That's everyone's favorite guy. And right now he's saying baseball needs to change. So all the fans are like, yeah, anti-establishment.
I love Bryce Harper. And I think it needs to be a hitter. Can't be a pitcher in the face.
Defense wins championships, but defense isn't fun to watch for most people. I think defense is fun to watch. Defense isn't fun to watch for most people.
Defense doesn't make the league money.
Right.
Bernie. No, you're absolutely right. How about we take a break real quick and we'll talk about Wimbledon championships when we come back.
Ooh.
Yes, you're so excited.